All right, number 9. This one will really restore your faith in humanity. Target had to temporarily stop selling Pokemon cards in stores after a man was attacked by 4 other guys in an argument over trading cards. The value of Pokemon and sports trading cards have skyrocketed in recent months because of the pandemic. 2 rare Pokemon cards sold for around $400 grand in separate online auctions, and in February, a Michael Jordan rookie basketball card sold for $738,000. So to recap, adults are fist fighting in stores over trading cards that were originally meant for children. You know, sometimes you just may want to let these things play out and right?
Yeah.
See what happens, you know?
Right.
Kind of trim some of the fat of humanity, you know what I mean?
I don't disagree.
Who's going to miss him?
Nope.
Yeah. It would give us less news content, but beyond that, it's okay.
Yeah.
All right, number 8, bird watching just became a whole lot easier, thank the Lord. Scientists have created a camera that uses artificial intelligence to identify different species. The founder of BirdBot came up with the idea after his mother asked if he could make something that tells her about the birds at her feeder. While the high-tech camera helps bird watchers, it also helps with wildlife research and conservation. Boy, that's long overdue.
All right, number 7. Here are 2 quick commercials with voiceovers. Listen carefully and see if you recognize the voice.
Come to Cherry Creek North this winter, Denver's premier outdoor retail destination, where you can experience the unexpected treasures of the season, including the season itself. Oh, I think I just found my new best friend. With my Nespresso Virtuo Next, I get the best cup of what coffee is meant to be.
Well, anyway,
I'm going with Julie Unruh.
Not Julie Unruh. That's voice actress named Nina Roll, and according to a new book called Amazon Unbound, she is Alexa.
Oh.
How do you like that?
The voice of the Amazon Echo and Amazon.word is that. Oh wait. Oh, and the Amazon dot. Period.
Come on, Paul.
Yeah. Word is that Jeff Bezos initially wanted dozens of different voices for Alexa for different tasks. It just wasn't practical for the engineers, though. No one from Amazon or Nina Roll's team has confirmed the claim that was made in a book, but the author says her voice is unmistakable. Here's a comparison.
Okay, I'll remind you every Sunday at 8 a.m. I've added coffee to your shopping list. With wind energy, we are surrounded by a resource that could move us all towards energy independence.
It sounds like
They all kind of sound the same, to be honest.
Boy, that's a great gig, right? Does she?
Yeah, you ought to look into that. Maybe you could do some voiceover work.
No one even asked.
Great. I'm surprised no one asked you.
9 a.m. scheduled at Jules. Could you imagine that voice?
We'll do the Chicago
on
Alexa.
Ooh,
That would be just for me.
Oh, it'd be a bestseller.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, we can do the
That's all these
Jersey
ideas.
Alexa. We can do the
Hey,
Boston Alexa.
Yes. Look at all of these great side hustles we could
Yes.
have.
Yeah.
Let's work on that. All right.
You with these side hustles. He barely has a front hustle.
Oh, I know.
And number 6, let's say you're in the luxury goods market like sneakers and you need a way to have your product stand out while also trying to justify how comically expensive it is. If you're the company called Golden Goose, you create a campaign and sneaker called Dad Star. They're $560 running shoes that already look beat up. Ooh. They're not just dirty sneakers, they're heirlooms. Golden Goose is telling you on its site that these are a timeless piece created to be passed on from generation to generation.
Oh, yeah.
A design that stays true to our values, craftsmanship, passion, and authenticity. There's a moving photo essay of a father handing his conspicuous consumption and his twisted values right to his daughter. Expensive, but touching.
You know, a lot of us dads could just give our smelly shoes down to our daughters.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to love them.
Who would know?
It'd be a nice
They
gift.
wouldn't know the difference.
All right, number 5, a woman in England loves the 1940s so much, she's transformed her house back to that era.
Oh, boy.
Hannah Hall bought her home in 2016 She decided to turn the clock back after finding a 1940s gas cooker on eBay for about $22.
Wow.
After finishing the kitchen, she continued the theme throughout the rest of the house. Hall says her love for the 40s began when her grandparents introduced her to movies, TV, and fashion from that time. That was your favorite decade, right, Robin?
You're in college, having a fun time.
Yeah.
You did some Charleston, let me tell you.
Pardon me, boy.
All right, number 4. If I were advising a young lady trying to land a job, I would just suggest that she dress modestly and professionally, but I might be doing her a disservice. According to a study at Paris Sorbonne Institute or University,
Oh, boy.
it found that women with low-cut tops are the ones who land the job interview.
Yeah, but we know the French are pervs anyway.
In the study of a group of women applying for sales jobs, the ones who included a photo of themselves in a low-cut shirt along with their resume were 19 times more likely to get an interview. So I'll stay out of this, but do whatever you want to do, ladies.
That's how I got the job here. You guys mentioned
Yeah.
that thank you letter. It was the midriff top I wore, I think, that really put me over the top. Larry couldn't
You're
stop
right.
looking at my abs. So there's a man after my own heart.
All right, number 3, a woman is getting a lot of attention on TikTok for her salads that aren't really salads.
That's right. In Minnesota, Snickers and apples can make a salad. I never said it was healthy. If you want to make the salad extra Minnesotan, use Honeycrisp apples, which were developed at the University of Minnesota in 1960. Mix 1 package of vanilla pudding into 1 cup of buttermilk. Whisk. Chop 8 apples. Add your chopped apples to the pudding. Chop your Snickers. How many Snickers, you ask? Measure that with your heart. Fold in at least 1 tub of Cool Whip, but if you have too many apples, you'll need 2 tubs. And there you have it, Snickers salad. And yes, I also used Milky Way because I think it tastes like a caramel apple when it's all done. Make sure to label your favorite tub.
Oh boy.
It's like taffy apple salad. Did you ever have that at the Jewels?
No.
They have that right at the deli counter.
Oh.
Delicious.
Who is that?
I don't know. But, oh, shoot.
It says
There
in
you
the
go.
script right there.
Robin.
I forgot I had more script to read, Larry.
Larry trying to feed her the ball there.
Threw the softball.
It's Amber Estenson Swartzrock.
Yeah.
Snurking, forking, sniking.
That's why you wanted you to read it.
forky.
She's known as that Midwestern mom on TikTok. She says she never intended her profile to be a cooking channel, but her vegetable-free salads have earned her more than $190,000. What is that? Is that
Wow.
gummy bears
How pretty it is.
and Cool Whip? Oh, look at that.
Isn't she
Very
something?
delicious.
Boy.
All right, number 2, how about some yo-yos? Specifically, this is the category of yo-yo called off-string. That is, the string isn't attached.
What?
So the competitors can spin the yo-yo off and then catch it with the string. And maybe the best of them all is this guy named Ben Condi.
Yeah,
Let's
Ben.
check him out. Come on.
Go. Boy.
Oh, man.
Come on.
You know this guy has chicks lined up in the back door.
Groupies are lining up.
Hey.
You're right,
The
Larry.
He's got money,
groupies.
endorsements. He's doing all right for
How you
himself.
do?
Look at that.
Wow.
Boy, that is a lot of risk to put all your career eggs in the yo-yo basket.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Well, that could get dangerous right there.
Yeah, it could. Look at what he does with that
The
string.
heck?
Woo!
Let's see if he winks at us again.
Did he wink before?
Yeah,
I
he did.
missed
He
it?
did.
He did a little move.
That's why
and
he's
said,
the best.
Behind the
He's a
back.
showman.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you even
I
do
don't
that?
know. We need it. I was looking for a hobby.
Yeah, you were. This is right up your alley. You can do this while you're laying on the sofa.
Yeah.
My hand-eye coordination is
Ah,
not
don't
so
worry.
good.
Get a
Yeah,
bigger
look at
yo-yo,
how
you'll
much
be
he's
fine.
moving. That's a lot of work,
Oh.
Robin.
Boy,
Yeah.
he just bounced it. This is a long routine,
It is.
like the
Well,
Olympics.
can you ever have too much yo-yo? The answer is no, Paul.
No, you are
can't.
correct. I'm still totally engaged.
Look at, come on.
Another bounce. Wow.
Well,
Don't stop now.
Son of a
Wow.
gun. Look
Whoa.
at that. Wow.
Top
Wow,
man,
is
Pat.
right.
What happened to our 4-box? We're not doing that anymore?
I don't
Can't
know.
find that button,
What's that?
apparently.
It's not
Yeah.
working.
Not working.
This is much better. Number one, in Washington, D.C., there was a great place called Newseum that closed down in 2019. It was a huge space dedicated to journalism with tons of cool exhibits and 15 theaters dedicated to the history of the news. Boy, it's a shame it shut down. It probably be a big draw
Probably
these
open
days.
3 years.
The space was so big it was hard to keep up. So they're now looking for a new location. Good luck. But they left us with this one of the exhibits called Be a Reporter.
We have breaking news from Capitol Hill. Our correspondent is standing by with a live report.
I know completely nobody here. I have no friends. I'm totally on my own. I'm simply watching everybody else live their lives while I observe. Cheers.
Yo, this is Jailmaster Jalen, and we're here with March Madness. Oh, look at that jump shot. I love the story.
Top story today, the bathrooms are out of toilet paper and soap. My friend here also might be pregnant.
Let's go for a live update.
Hi, I'm Dancing Ashley. I honestly don't like these news reports, so I'm just gonna dance.
Didn't we hire her?
Our correspondent is standing by with a live report.
I'm Nostril on Capitol Hill. Members of Congress have a familiar fight on their hands. They need to raise the nation's debt ceiling by the end of the month. If they don't, the government can't borrow money and pay its bills.
These kids' heads start spinning.
Well, yeah, usually I'm against exorcisms, but this might be okay.
Yeah.
This place went out of business.
Just keeps going, huh? All right.
There are days when I feel like anybody can do what we do. And then I see what's out there.
Yeah.
And we actually do have some talent. Sometimes you just need a little reminder that most people have none. Right? God bless us.
Well, that's